Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah. I'm a notary, a loan signing agent, amongst other things. My channel is all about ways to assist notaries in making money in their business, but I want to bring you guys a lot more business content because I've been a business owner for a few years and there's a lot of things that I want to share with you guys, but I have so much notary content that I've been pumping out since the beginning of my channel that I feel like I want to keep that momentum going. So let's just jump right in today's video because today is all about how I get paid as a notary as well as what expenses that I have going out. So of course, as in any business endeavor, you have the amount of revenue that comes into your business, then your expenses that is needed to sustain yourself in business. So the difference between that is your profit. So I wanted to just kind of share my numbers with you guys. I just wanted to just talk to you guys about the ways I get paid because of course you have to have the money coming in, right? So there's a lot of different ways that you could get paid as a notary and it really all just depends on the company. So I wanted to kind of share some of those ways. Number one, an old school way that you could get paid is through a physical check in the mail. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Most companies pay like on a 30-day cycle. The cycle may vary according to the company that you're dealing with. So it's really important to learn when that company actually pays and more importantly to keep up with those payments because you don't want to be completing so many signings and you don't know if you've been paid for a job or not, right? So that's the first way I get paid is physical check. So that's self-explanatory. You take a mobile deposit of it, get it deposited into your bank account or physically bring it to your bank to cash or deposit it. So the second way that I get paid is electronic check. So I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about this. So there's a company and I'm gonna just try to split my screen to show you guys exactly how that comes. But there's a company in particular that I do a lot of business with and they pay me through electronic check. So when I get this check, I have a couple of options. I could choose to get the funds immediately and pay a fee for it, or I could choose to get the funds by way of physical check. So I choose the physical check version because I don't mind waiting a couple more days for my funds because I want to have as much profit as I can without paying any additional fees because of the fact that, like I said before, there are expenses with your business, which we will talk about in the second part of this video. Another thing that I was saying, when it's time to partner with a new company, it's really good to be able to read their policies and procedures. So I was looking at my outstanding invoices the other day, and I was like, hey, I haven't even gotten paid for this yet, and this is probably about 35 days outstanding. So when I reached out to the company, they said, oh, you haven't signed and sent back your notary agreement. The contents of the paper was your name, the date of the signing, the client's name, and the file number. That's it. So I went ahead, submitted that to their department, and hopefully I'll be getting paid for that really soon. So that's not an additional way to get paid. However, it is something related to payments and how your payments can get held up. So the last way that I get paid is through my favorite, direct deposit. Direct deposit is my all-time fave, and I think it's for pretty obvious reasons, right? So now that we talked about the ways that money comes into my account, let's talk about the money that leaves my account in order to keep my notary business going. I'm very, very pleased to let you guys know that after your initial startup costs for this business, my monthly reoccurring costs are very, very low. So my first cost is through a signing company that I partner with. They asked me to spend $2.99 just so that I could expand my signing reach. And I think that this is really important. I live in the metro Atlanta area, and as you can imagine, there are a ton of cities surrounding me, all within a relatively short distance, all cities that I'm actually willing to travel to. However, if they're only looking at the zip codes of the city I live in and maybe the city next to that, then it really limits my opportunities. So I do pay $2.99 so that my zip codes can be expanded so that I could get more work. So initially I thought that, am I wasting my money with this? Because I think it took maybe 1 to 2 months before I actually got any work from that company. So I finally got work from that company, and of course the amount well exceeded what I have paid out. So I think that is great. I've had nothing but positive experiences with them. So that's my first business expense. Expense number 2 is my tracking software. So what I use to track my expenses as well as my notarial acts, as well as the customers that I see, is a site that you may have heard of before, and it's called Notary Gadget. Now, there are other sites out there that I just did not know about initially when I signed up for Notary Gadget, but I have no regrets because I actually really love it. So I pay $9.99 per month for Notary Gadget. So there's an option to pay the full 12 months up front. And I didn't do that because I wasn't sure at the time if I was going to continue on in this business. I wasn't sure how sustainable the business was. So I didn't choose to pay the full amount up front. And you do get a discount. So it would have been to my advantage to do that, but it's neither here nor there. To me, it's not really that big of a deal. They give you your first 15 signings free. So I really like that. It gives you an opportunity to try before you buy, if you will. I highly encourage you to do it because your first 15 signings are free. You can get started without them even collecting credit card information. What I love about Notary Gadget is not only does it keep track of your expenses, but it also lets you know if you have any invoices that are 30 days that have been unpaid, or if you have invoices 31 to 60 days that have been unpaid, and even longer. Plus, it has the fact that it will send invoices to the companies that you work for if you set it up that way. It's really simple to set up, so I highly, highly, highly recommend it. The other thing about Notary Gadget is it also computes the miles that you actually use when you go from signing to signing, and usually it will generate from your home. So it may not always be accurate, but Notary Gadget keeps up with a lot of things like that for you, in addition to the invoices, like I stated before. So it's a huge, huge plus in my book. Another recurring expense is my errors and omission insurance. I use the company by Burke, and it is a branch off from Berkshire Hathaway. You probably have heard of that real estate company. The cost for $100,000 worth of insurance was literally $1 cheaper than $1 million. So guess what your girl went with? Of course, I went with $1 million in coverage. And I'm really happy that I did, because I know that no matter what signing service or title company I approach, I know that I won't need to be bumping up my coverage like with another company in the event that they say I don't have enough coverage. So I have $1 million in errors and omission insurance, and I basically paid $37 per month for that. So that's pretty much the summation of it. So I pay literally under $50 just to keep myself in the business of a loan signing agent. I feel like that is an excellent trade-off. There are a few more companies that I've thought about subscribing to their services, because I am in an attorney state. And naturally, in an attorney state, some of your business is naturally taken from real estate attorneys. So that's just a plain fact of the matter. So it's kind of sometimes like a pay to play type situation. So if I want to expand and do more signings, because I do loan signing part-time, if I want to expand and do more signings, I might actually pay to be listed with a couple of other places. And once I make that final decision, of course, I will let you guys know, and I will update you on how it's going. And therefore, I will be able to make solid recommendations to you if you're wondering if it might work for you as well. I do want to caution you, once you become a loan signing agent, you will be getting emails like from everybody. And there are a couple of places that will send emails to you. And I don't want to call them a scam. I just think that maybe they don't have enough business to send your way. They might be newer companies. So before you subscribe to, let's say, ABC Signing Service, I hope that's not a real signing service. I'm not talking about them if it is. But before you subscribe to ABC Signing Service, it's really important to check them out. Just be as thorough as you can. There are places that offer you to be on their signing platforms for various amounts of money. It could be $10 a month. It could be $40 a month for various amounts of money. I'm not saying that they don't have good intentions or anything like that, because I cannot read anybody's heart. I do not know what their intentions are, but you may not get the return on your investment. So I would highly suggest you researching it before you actually go ahead and pay your money. So that's basically what I do, because people will always offer to list you on their platforms for a monthly fee. So like if you're anything like me, you may exercise a little bit of caution. So typically what I do is just see how far I could get with the information that I have without paying any additional money. And I feel like I'm fortunate that I kind of like think in that way, because that's why my expenses for my notary signing business is so low, less than $50 a month. I really don't think that you could beat that for reoccurring expenses. Of course, I have things to pay for like toner and gasoline for my car, and re-up on office supplies and ink and paper and things like that. But all in all, like for the monthly reoccurring costs, I don't pay a ton of money. $50 is easy. I could literally do one signing, and that one signing covers all of those costs. So I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. Today is the last day of February, so I feel like we ended February with a big bang. If you have not seen my video on marketing to real estate agents, be sure to check that out. That was the special video that I told you guys about. I am really excited that you could actually angle and market to real estate agents, especially outside of an attorney state. So I feel like there's a lot of valuable information in that video. Of course, there's no necessarily how-to script of what to say to the real estate agent, because just like you and me, they're people. They're people with their own thoughts and their own personalities, and they are not necessarily operating under the umbrella of a company to guide them whether they're going to use this person as a loan signing agent or not. So it's really about getting to know people, building a relationship with people, and basically seeing what you could do as far as doing business with that person. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. And also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next upload. Bye-bye.